Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing well. So first off, I want to say just thank you to everybody who left me encouraging comments and Bailborn. I know you made several attempts to try to check on. Well, you didn't try, you did check on me, and for lack of a better word, I ignored you. But it was, eh, I know you mean well, but sometimes the things you want to talk about, they can be very triggering to me. So, and I was really overwhelmed with emotion yesterday. Uh, you know, um, that doesn't usually happen. I can't. It's been like that amount of emotion coming through has been quite a long time. To where I'm just kind of having to sit and just let it out. And I think a lot of it just came from these past months of me interacting the way that I've been acting with the y'all know who. It has built up a it's built up a place inside of myself, and also I know the kratom, while I was doing all that, I was still taking a lot of kratom. So in a sense, like I wasn't really, I was damming that experience up by putting something in my body that was, I really didn't need, and now that I'm getting off of these things a little bit more, more of that repressed energy and emotions coming out. So, I hope she's doing all right. And, this is a new day. And to be honest, like, I think it is good for space and time. As much as, it feels like, you know, anyways, I just want to say that I'm good. I feel much better and feel good about things and where I'm at. And I still have not checked out her stream, and I'm not going to unless things change. But that's not up to me. So I'm patient over here, and even though yesterday hit me with this strong desire to want to connect again, today's a different day, and um, Casey Bud did make a video on solitude and stuff, and so I can relate to that. For me too, like it's strange because I don't want this video to get too long, but we're only at 3 minutes. Wow, it feels like it's been a lot longer. But you know, this whole girlfriend thing for me, like it's not even so much I mean, it is a desire, but it's almost like it's my next step for like my spiritual evolution. Like I've done a lot of other things. I've had a lot of, I have had a lot of really good friends, and we've had a lot of good times, but I really haven't had much, like the ratio between the interactions I've had with males and good times with friends and all that, and females is way off. Like, it's just, which has been, I'm very grateful for my friends, and I have a lot of really good friends, and I don't want you guys to think that, like, I don't want to be desensitive to you guys. A lot of the reasons why I haven't reached out to some of you is because I know you guys have been interacting with, or had been interacting with, who, and I'm really not trying to talk about that too much, because it is still very triggering, and I still feel like there's a lot that hasn't been, really let out on the table. That's just my opinion. I'm not tripping about it. That's just how I feel. I've moved on. I'm really trying to let it go so that we can all grow. But that's the reason too why I don't feel as compelled or even assured in some senses that I'd find the type of I guess comfort, because we can offer each other comfort even as friends, but it's hard to find that comfort if I feel like I'm gonna get hit with a lot of criticism about things. It's sometimes just listening to somebody is a good thing to do. I don't um I guess I don't really feel like I have somebody who can listen to me. Even Joshua. Again, I'm 7 years older than him. Even though I look to him as God, there I, our relationship is, I kind of feel like I'm helping to guide him right now, like in a lot of ways, which is fine. And I get it. I'm older and this and that, but it's still like, even though I know who he is, I don't feel like I'm able to look up to him like that right now. It's just because I know where he's at and everything, and I see how things are going to turn out in the future, I think. So it's all good and dandy, but, you know, so again, reaching out to people like, Taylor Budd and Casey Budd and really, people in the spiritual community, but, especially, I do feel drawn towards those two individuals, and Casey, it's interesting because I think about it and there's a lot of things that are like, well, there's some similarities, but there's a lot of differences too, but, I don't think that's always a bad thing, and that's something I'd like to see humanity get better at too, is us learning how to coexist and to appreciate different differences. And also, relationships, they don't have to be, I mean, it would be nice to develop some type of a way of doing things to where things don't have to be so dramatic, like people can, get involved with each other and it doesn't have to be so like heartbreaking all the time. Like, I can't tell you how many stories I've heard about just so much drama from relationships with, and that's has been one major deterrent, in me, not being in, relationships. It's just all the drama that goes with it. So, I don't know. I do get a feeling like she isn't, I don't know, like she might not be as, drawn into the traditional drama, and I do think that she's got a real good ability to, be able to spend time on herself and appreciate that lonely time. And I do too, but I'm also 35 and I've spent a lot of time on my own, So again, it goes back to me, like, I literally feel like compelled, like I have to kind of like put it out there that I feel like it's time for me to settle down with a woman, it is what it is. That's just what I feel is something that it's literally almost like a need, you know. But that's all right. I'm just being honest here. We all have needs and desires. I think we all deserve to have a woman, but we do. It is important that you know who you are in the relationship, and you're able to be honest with yourself and not perpetuate lies and be two-faced about things, because then you're perpetuating a disingenuous relationship, which has the potential to be toxic. I mean, it's anytime it's rooted in lies, there's going to be a toxicity involved. So right off the jump, you're kind of messing yourselves up. So I think it's good if you're not able to speak yourself, you don't really know who you are, what the things that you really be about, and can, articulate them to the nth degree, then you should just question what your relationship really means, and a lot of these relationships are tied into this satanic society. So I think the enemy, whatever you want to call it, knows if it can keep people, or even just one of the persons in the relationship, tied into this system, then the other one is going to be tied in too, by association. So then you guys are both, this is what I see, a lot of relationships are just, they're so caught up in their own back and forth in dealings within the system that it's hard for them both, or even just one of them, to get out. And then they're so oblivious to what's really going on, because they feel like their issues and relationships are the center of the universe, that a lot of things get neglected. So anyways, I love you guys and hope you all have a good day. All right, bye.